Hi everyone, today we are going to have a little conversation about marketing budget, how this helps companies, how much Tesla spends for marketing, and the second news today is what happened with the Robotaxi event. Let's dive in and let's find out. Welcome my friends, you are watching the Better Future Project where we are all about sharing positivity, knowledge, and having a good time together. First thing first, how much is the top 10 companies ad spending budget? Wow, I don't know where to start from, but let's start from number 10. So on position number 10 is Coca-Cola and McDonald's. Yes, you heard me right. Coca-Cola as a just a beverage, as a drink. They have other products as well. And of course, McDonald's. And McDonald's budget and Coca-Cola budget is coming to 2.3 billion. And just slightly above that is Volkswagen. I can even put them all in the same group category. It seems that into that range of 2.3 billion, they can cover enough ground across the world with obviously their names, brands, logos, you name it. Every time when you drive around and you see a McDonald's sign, or you see like a McDonald's advert, or you see some sort of a roundabout panel, or anything that is coming to McDonald's, all this is marketing. And not just that, they like to use their boxes as a branding service. So what happens is people are familiar with how the branding looks like. So when they go around and they talk about McDonald's on the radio or on the TV show, they will create an app. The app is going to give you some discounts and prompt you to pop in again. Then when they have one new burger, they're going to shout out everywhere from the TVs to paid advertising YouTube. So all that huge, massive coverage of the world is coming to about 2.3 billion. And it seems that McDonald's is familiar, everyone is familiar with McDonald's. Nearly in any country there is McDonald's, at least in any developed one. Coca-Cola is another name that is crazy. They are using this 2.3 billion budget to do exactly the same thing. Every time when a football was onto the TV, or you're going to have like Christmas time, Coca-Cola is going to come around and they will be obviously branding the whole TV stations and radio stations. You're going to see them everywhere. All the branding of Coca-Cola when you are looking at your local corner shop or takeaways, or the best part, the cans themselves, the bottles, they're all branded. Now that branding is really helping with the marketing, because we get familiar with brands. We get to know how these brands look like, what they're like. Same thing like is happening with Volkswagen. Before to get to the Volkswagen, I will finish with Coca-Cola. You've got also other events that are subsidized from Coca-Cola. And recently I have been to London Eye. And when you are in London and when you go to the London Eye, it's actually bought by Coca-Cola. And in the whole area, you can't buy Pepsi. You can only buy Coca-Cola. It's as simple as that. And on top of that, when you get into this world-class, I would say it is like a tour, as a place to visit. You can hear that obviously it's owned by Coca-Cola. So they not only brand areas, but they will make sure that you hear about it and you know about it. Next thing is Volkswagen. Now, Volkswagen is great in branding. You can see the cars, you've got the logos, and every time when you see a Volkswagen, you clearly are familiar now how the logo looks like. They don't change that for hundreds of years, or if they make some changes, they will be very low. The reason why these auto brands are promoting the same models and the same brand, and they keep the same logos, is because they want people to know about those companies. So since I've been a kid, I know how the cars look like. And 20 years later or whatnot, I still know how the logo looks like. Yes, The design changes, the sleek appearance of the vehicles changes, but the logo is there. And the logo is something like association. What is that brand standing for? Quality, affordable vehicle, family vehicle, hyper vehicle. So it's really kind of easy to understand how the brand looks like. Now, Volkswagen are spending crazy amount of money to promote. You go to the local cinema and you've got some sort of a blockbuster film. What do you see before that? You see branding, you see Volkswagen, you see Audi, you see Nissan, you see other vehicles that are coming. Same thing on YouTube, same thing on some of the TV stations, and of course radios as well. You can hear about Volkswagen. So the budget again very generous, 2.3 billion. Now the next onto the list is Google. Now, it's interesting to see that Google are advertising, but Google are advertising. You see 2.4 billion in marketing and you think, oh, I haven't really seen much of a Google. Yes, you have. You have received the emails, you have received the text messages. Everywhere when you hear about Google, you know, it's like a branding. But also, what else do they promote? They promote cloud services. Would you like to build a website and this website is going to be serviced somewhere? So where is that service going to be? Who owns that service? So you've got some big players like Amazon, like Microsoft, and of course Google. If you want to extend your storage room into your Google Gmail account, what are you going to do? You are going to subscribe. That's right. But how do you know about that? It's because they are promoting actively. The marketing budget is not just about spending money for marketing. The marketing budget also includes people that are doing the marketing. So when you get that email, or when you get that message, when you get that notification, somebody somewhere has written down this. So there are a lot of people that are getting paid hundreds of thousands of pounds of salaries to do just that. Next company onto the list is Renault, Nissan, and Mitsubishi. It seems like that some of the biggest brands out there that we know of are actually the biggest spenders. You can see that these companies are really spending crazy amount of money for marketing, and there is a reason behind it. Not only that, these companies are very profitable, but they know that when people know about them, they will be buying them. And there is so much residual income coming out of this later on. When you go and you buy your Nissan or your Renault or your Mitsubishi, what will happen in time? They will need some sort of a service. Where are you going to go? To their dealerships. And what you're going to do, you are going to get offers. Buy this car, get your old car. So we can see that the branding has a lot of power, but the marketing is also having different sales points or different service points. One of the points could be, let us just brand, let's just make sure that people know about us. Another one is like, let's make sure that we make more sales. So we're talking about different types of marketing here. And it really depends how you want to look at it, because if you know about a product, you can buy from it. There are so many products out there that we don't know about and we don't buy them. Sometimes the products can be great. Recently I bought some really good stuff, really cool stuff, and the price was really cheap, and many people don't know about it. And when I'm saying, hey, about this and about that, I don't want to say stuff because I don't want to promote some sort of items. I don't want to be promoting some items or specific things that I've bought, because obviously this is not the idea of this video. The idea of this video is to show how much money they're actually spending, and then we'll get to the point how much test we're spending. Next onto the list is Nestle. Now, Nestle is a huge, gigantic company, and something that really struck me here. After Nestle is Apple, and when I look into Apple, when I look into Nestle, when I look into Coca-Cola, they all have a very common investor, and that, my friends, is Warren Buffett. If you have somebody like Warren Buffett investing in those companies and they're branding in that way, I think he knows what he's doing. I think he is approving the budgets for these companies, and I believe that's why these companies are so powerful. It's insane to see how much money they're paying Warren Buffett. Well, you can see like 40%, 50% of his portfolio is just in Apple. Recently, he trimmed that position, but he has a big position in Nestle and he has huge position in Coca-Cola. And they all pay him dividends. So not only that, they stay on top through marketing and great products and services, fantastic distributions and logistic, great management, fantastic CEOs. The leadership of this company is top-notch, world-class. But also they bring a lot of money in forms of dividends. What Warren Buffett does is he spends for whatever he wants to spend. I think he is paying himself about 100,000 US dollars, and the rest goes back to invest into more companies. So even if the market goes down, he couldn't care less. By his own words, he said that Berkshire has been gone twice or three times 50% down on its value, but here he's saying, well, we've got a great companies. It's just a matter of time until the market recognize that, and we're back on top of the world. We are now pushing towards 2.7 billion, and that's Apple. Apple are promoting a lot. You can see the banners, you can see the advertisers, you can see some person who is trained and running around and listening through his iPods, iPads. You can see people playing on their laptops. So clearly, the Apple technology and the Apple ecosystem is superior. I'm not going to underline all the benefits of owning Apple, but it seems like it's like this seamless connection. It's fantastic when I see somebody who is having, let's say, the Apple phone, and I say, "Hey, would you like to buy another phone? Some of the other brands?" Oh, no. I'll just buy the new Apple phone. And of course, they just say it with this pleasure that the new Apple iPhone is going to be fantastic. And Apple are moving in many directions, from healthcare industry with their watches and measuring how many steps you do, the heartbeat you've got, but they all promote that. You can see these advertises everywhere. So the budget of Apple is slightly higher, even though this company is like probably one of the most profitable companies in the world. Currently, number one, we're bringing in cash, in bringing in positive cash flow, in terms of extra money that they don't need to spend. I believe it was about 300 billions on the range of that. So this is like gigantic amount of money. I don't even know what they're doing with that money. But rest assured, we will dig in and we will find out. Now, we're going on top five, and the fifth company for the 2021 year, that's 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I would say three towards four, we see Disney. Now, Disney spends 3 billion in advertise. What happens is Disney got late for the show for the online streaming services. And Netflix took full advantage of this. What happened is Netflix actually stepped in big time. They got major markets. They used even Disney's movies. They leased them from them and then they played them on their platform. And that brought a lot of customers. Netflix then played that customers, continued to grow like crazy, continued to invest into original movies. And of course, that is why now Disney is promoting like crazy. One of the biggest services they're currently promoting is Disney Plus, which is online streaming service. They're having lower price from Netflix and they're promoting heavily. They want to take market back. They want to stay in control. And I'm sure that Disney are going to do better than expected job. Because Disney is very ancient company. And when I say ancient, I just mean it's been here for a while, over 100 years. And they have fantastic places and great trainings. And they have their Disneyland. I mean, Disneyland. Everyone knows about Disneyland. How did you find out about Disneyland? Have you ever thought about it? How did you? Well, you must have heard it from somewhere, and I'm sure that this 3 billion budget they have spent in 2021 has helped a little bit um, to get you that information in front of you that there you go, this is Disney, and that's what Disney does. And I'm not going to even mention all the branding and things like that that comes with their movies, from their animations to their movies, general standard movies. And I've grown up with Disney movies. I love Disney. It's fantastic. The next one is a little bit unusual, and it's L'Oreal. It's coming on position number 4. And it's interesting that it comes to this like crazy budget now here, 3.9 billion. I mean, who spends that much amount of money to promote? It must be someone who is really ranking profits. And not just that, but also someone who is making a lot of money. And make no mistake, L'Oreal are one of the biggest makeup companies out there. They do a lot of things. They help a lot of other companies. They're involved into not just makeup, but into the model industry. They are very well connected. You can hear about their creams. You can hear about their new products, the Q10, this and that. Or you can see all the models onto the TV. So it seems like L'Oreal are doing really, really well. And one of the reasons why we all know is because of their huge marketing budget. This 3.9 million also helps them to fight off competition. In order for you to sell your products, people need to know about them. Sometimes there are products that are the same quality or even sometimes in some cases better. However, just because we don't know about them, we don't know to buy them. It's as simple as that. So this budget is fantastic to suffocate the competition and make sure that we know about L'Oreal. Unilever is the next one. It's also coming on third position. We're pushing now above 4.5 billion US dollars for the year. And Unilever, you can see them as well everywhere. Bikes, cars, signs, plates, TVs. It's just like it's like they are really focused on promoting their services, their products. It's just like it's incredible to see that the company is willing to spend that much money for marketing. Position number 2 is one of my favorite companies in the world. It's Amazon. This company is well diversified, it's been well led, and even under Bezos, this company became this behemoth. It's like huge, gigantic retailer, one of the biggest in the world. But there was one little thing. When you got a founder who is also the CEO of the company, usually they can really perform. They know the company from inside out. They've built from the ground all the way up. So when you got someone else, when you have a new successor, you usually struggle. But what happened here? Jeff Bezos found out who was the most profitable business leader in his organization, and that's actually the current CEO. One of the major profitable industries for Amazon is actually Amazon Web Services. It's the biggest profitable arm of Amazon, and it was run by a guy called Andrew Jass. And Jass is now the current CEO of Amazon. So not only Bezos managed to replace himself during his rule as a CEO, but also he put not anyone else, but the guy who was running the most profitable segment of the company. This is when you have this vision. This is when you have this knowledge. This is where you've made the right decision. It seems like Bezos is like turning anything into gold. Whatever he touches, he makes it gold. Now, the huge budget that Amazon is actually using to talk about their services is really helping the brand and the company. And of course, like other companies, you're going to have all the boxes branded, the tracks branded. You're going to have like t-shirts as well, Vans as well. You're going to have, even normal letters that are coming from Amazon, they will be branded. So that helps the marketing to achieve its goal. On top of that, the great investments into providing a better service, faster service. This is a customer-oriented company, top notch, 100%. The customer is always right, and we will never be able to fully satisfy any and every customer. So there is always room for improvement. And Amazon has diversified into movies as well. And as mentioned earlier, I love Disney, I love Netflix, and I love Amazon. Some of their content is very different than other providers. And also on top of that, and also we can see that Amazon is having original movies as well. So Amazon Studio is doing really, really well. I'm so impressed by the simplicity and the effortlessness this company is actually learning and teaching everyone how they can be the biggest players around. What I mean is, like, you've got Amazon, and it's literally a company that has been reinvested back into itself for decades, 25, nearly 30 years. Amazon is investing back into Amazon. Amazon does not pay dividends. Amazon invests back into Amazon, and they grow. And the logistic, the airplanes, the trucks, everything, the marketing budget we are talking about is absolutely mind-boggling. And on first place, we have a company that likes to be probably one of the most familiar companies in the whole world. It's Procter and Gamble. They are a dividend aristocrat company. They've been raising and paying dividends for 30, 40, 50 years. I don't know, but a long time. They have fantastic number of products that they are selling, from your normal Gillette to foam to shampoos to baby products. Procter and Gamble are doing so well. They are well connected with shops and magazines, and it seems that they are producing really high quality products. Procter and Gamble will be there, and they will be making money for many years to come for sure. But what makes that company really unique is the crazy marketing budget that they're having. 8.1 billion. Yes, you heard that right. So why this budget is so big? Because actually Procter and Gamble has so many products that they have to promote. People need to know about their product, so you can't put in one advertise 100 products. It's just not going to work out. So you've got to have this branding and attach different products to the brand, so people can say, wow, that's from Procter and Gamble, it must be really good, let me buy some of it. And that's actually what we do. Currently, I don't own any stock from Procter & Gamble, but it's something that I might be looking into the future if the valuation of the company suddenly drops, and I know it's going to go back up, so that's something for sure to look at. So how much actually Tesla is spending for marketing? This is where the interesting part becomes really interesting. Till last year, Tesla was spending just about zero US dollars. That's so true. You heard that correctly. Tesla did not spend any marketing budget. The only thing that Elon had in mind is, let's use that money to create better cars. Let's use that money to do R&A, research and R&D, sorry, research and development. Let's use that money to make our products better. Let's create new products, and once we create those new products, let's make those even better. So Elon Musk went after the quality of the products, of the items they are producing, of the cars, of the vehicles, of other services they are currently building, and they've built for the last 20 plus years. This is very important because Tesla is doing what Amazon is doing for decades. They just reinvest back into Tesla, from solar rooftops so they can cut on bills, which is a great investment. I've got to say that, to other places where they are really improving IT, technology, updates over the air, and now the best systems, big electrical storage systems, They're really scaling that. You can see also the Q2, they've managed to grow from Q1 with 80%. So the best systems are actually skyrocketing. We're looking for about 150 to 200% growth year over year. These numbers are crazy. Even though currently the storage system, the electrical storage systems or the best systems um, are bringing just a partial, I would say, of total Tesla turnover and profit. However, this is a high margin profit, and I'm sure it's going to keep growing. Elon Musk himself is saying that let's not forget he's like a magician. He knows before it is known. So he's saying that the best systems will actually outgrow the car business. Oh my god, that means it's going to be a big thing. And what happens is then? Since then, Elon Musk is actually the person who is single-handedly marketing Tesla. And then there is a free marketing that happens as a consequences of Elon Musk's behavior and Twitter. And let's say what will happen now is like you're going to have some stars that are having a lot of financial power, and they can afford to spend really good money for a great vehicle. And you can see now a lot of celebrities who are actually some serious influencers on their own are buying Cybertruck. It's great model, it's safe car, it protects them, it protects their families. I mean, this is like a little tank on wheels. It's a great vehicle. It's one of the best in the world. And actually, Tesla Cybertruck, just for the protocol, it will be the best-selling pickup in the world, period. It's that good of a car. And the safety that can provide you with. I mean, imagine that you are getting attacked from someone who is trying to rob you. They can't even get to you. This truck, this pickup vehicle will protect you. Somebody is like ramming into you because of something, and his car is all trashed and smashed. It needs to be just like written off. Wow, what do you do? You just wipe out and clean your pickup truck and you move on. Saying that Tesla started to finally spend some money for marketing. We don't have the exact number. It seems that it's not yet widely available, but we do know from different sources that in Japan, Tesla has been promoting a little bit of their services, and we can see in UK as well. Online, when you go to your news partner, etc., you can see some leasing deals from Tesla. How much actually Tesla is promoting about it and how much actually the leasing companies are promoting, it's unclear. But I'm sure Tesla at some point are going to sit down and tell us how much they're actually finally spending to promote these fantastic electric vehicles. Now, once we have finished with this big budget and a little bit of analysis of these great companies that we've been talking about, and of course we finalized the Tesla bit, it's time to say about the second news of the day. And it seems that Elon Musk or somebody around his close people are saying that the Tesla Robotaxi event is actually pushed back till October. Now, why not? Let them prepare. Let them make sure that what they're going to say on that meeting is going to happen. Let's make sure that Elon understands what is going to happen, knows when it's going to happen, and then let him come around and say, hey guys, this is what's going to happen and this is when it's going to happen. This will be the new models. This will be the FSD, and we're starting this ride-hailing service. If this is the case, happy days. This moment, mark my word, is coming. 100% we're going to hear about it as soon as the cars are in really good shape to do so. Thank you so much for watching my channel. If you enjoyed that content, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you into the next one.